and he's going to talk to you guys.
Oh, crack him. That's much better. Much better.
So guys, what's my name? What's my name? Jessica, that's right. And what's his name? Sam. Right. And this is? Chief. I didn't say his last name. Storzillo. And he's going to talk to us today about some really important things that maybe we don't realize, but it happens all the time, right? And how we can be better people. So I'm going to go ahead and if you guys can put it together for Chief Storzillo.
All right, how are you gentlemen doing tonight?
Good.
Again, Jessica introduced me. Let me introduce myself. I'm Deputy Chief Chris Storzillo from the police department. You can call me Chief, you can call me Chris. You know, it doesn't matter. I just want to talk to you about something that's really important, all right? And I think that you guys are a fantastic target audience for this type of presentation, okay? Just a little bit of background on myself. I've been a police officer in this town for 24 years.
Who's 24 here? Who's 24 years old? You're not 24.
24? How old are you? 9? And you? And you? Okay, so the three of you, your whole life together added up, and that's about as long as I've been a police officer. All three of you together. Okay, that's a fairly long time. Now I'm a little bit older than that, but it's been a long time. And during the course of my career, I spent a lot of time. I worked in juveniles. Juveniles dealing with all issues with kids that are from 17 years old down. All right, 17-year-old down. And a lot of what I dealt with. Correct. That's another way to call it juvie. You know, right now we call it the Youth Services Bureau because we service the youth of the city of Passaic. So that's what it's about, all right? Because, you know, as you're growing up, you're dealing with a lot of different things. I mean, I know what you guys see on TV, I know what you see in the movies, I know what you hear on the radio, okay? And you're getting bombarded by a lot of different things, all right? Certainly your parents have a huge influence in your lives, and your coaches, you know, it's all very important. And what we're trying to do is to impart on you a lot of the knowledge that we've gained over the course of our lives to try to help you live your life. You know, and if there's any way that we could do that a little bit better, we always try to take
the older team is joining us
time to do that. So what I'm here to talk to you specifically about today is a topic called bullying. Has anybody ever had a class on bullying? Okay, so how about this? How about I ask you, what's bullying? What do you think qualifies as bullying? All right, and they're mean to you. How about like some ways a kid can be mean to you? Go ahead. Picking on you, right? How do they pick on you though?
Like verbal?
Verbal, right? They talk about you. They tease you, right? They make fun of you. They might pick out like some part of you, your hairstyle, your shoes, the shirt you're wearing, all right? If you're not wearing the shirt or the shoes that they think are really cool, you know, they may pick on you. And that's really what kind of bullying is. It's when they're teasing you. Also, if people spread rumors, they talk about you, not necessarily to you, but to other people. Let me get like 5 volunteers. Here, give me that one. Here's one. Here's one. All right. There's another one. Here's one. And how about that girl? Here you go. All right. Take that piece of paper. While I'm talking, I want you to ball that piece of paper up, mess it up. Right? Make a big ball of it. Mess it up as best you can. Not ripping it, just messing it up, right? So while they're doing that, so rumors, people are spreading rumors about somebody else. And then also, how about leaving somebody out? Like we're all playing a game, but we don't want to play with this guy. That's also a form of bullying by deliberately leaving somebody out of something that's a group activity. And then really kind of the worst part about bullying is when somebody actually hits somebody else. That's a real bad form of bullying too, okay? And a lot of that stuff kind of builds up. Somebody starts talking about somebody, making fun of them, starting rumors, and then eventually it can lead to the point where somebody starts laying hands on somebody else. And gentlemen, I gotta tell you, I told you I had a background in juvenile. That's where the police would step in. Okay, we kind of want to step in earlier when the bullying situation and try to bring it down where it's not that way. But if somebody's laying hands on each other, that's when it becomes really a kind of crime, right? right? And that's where the police have to get involved with it. And we always want to stop it before it gets to that point, all right? So, because now we talked about what bullying is, let's talk about how somebody feels when they get bullied, right? How do you think somebody feels when they get bullied?
Sad.
They feel sad. You, sir? I'm sorry? Sad, right? Is that what you said? Yes, sir? Mad, right? Yeah, that's definitely some way they could feel mad, right? How about like powerless? Like I can't control this, you know? I feel like it's out of my control. They feel powerless, you know? And that makes them feel very upset and sad and mad, right? And you can feel what? Like alone. Just like that little boy who you left out of the game, right? Remember, who knows the story of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Right? Who thinks Rudolph was bullied? Rudolph was bullied by all the other reindeer kids. He was left out. He couldn't play in a reindeer game, right? Because he was different, right? They picked on something that was different about him than the other boys, and they picked on him, and that wasn't right. Really, that's the story of Rudolph. Because in the end, what happened? Because of what made Rudolph different, that's what made him so special. Now, let me see this piece of paper right here. You guys, look at this piece of paper, right? They mushed it up, crushed it up, everything, right? Now, this is bullying. This is basically what you're doing to somebody when you're bullying, right? You're crushing them up, you're folding them up, crushing them up. Now, I want you to straighten out that paper. All you guys, straighten out that paper. Make it nice and flat. Try to make it as flat as when I gave it to you. Right? So now we talk about kids who are bullied and how they feel. Let's talk about the bullies. Now, I'll bet you, and I don't want to raise hands on this one, I'll bet you if I asked each and every one of you, you could probably point out a bully to me somewhere. Not here, but I'm saying you probably in your mind know whether it's somebody you saw on TV or in a movie or maybe in your school or something like that. Somebody who's not really nice to somebody or some of the other boys, right, or girls. And the fact of the matter is, you know what a bully is. And a lot of times, the bully is doing it because they don't feel good about themselves. And sometimes when they don't feel good about themselves, they try to make somebody feel worse than they feel about themselves. All right? So sometimes really when that bullying comes around from somebody not having a real good opinion of themselves and a self-confidence. Now you guys are developing self-confidence in your own abilities every single day. Your coaches are bringing it to you on the field here. They're giving you and teaching you skills, all right, that you're going to utilize the rest of your life, gentlemen. And when maybe you couldn't run as fast as you did when you got here, you couldn't throw the ball as far as you could, or at that tight spiral, or couldn't catch the ball. These gentlemen come here, and of their free time, they come here to help you, and really that's what it's all about. And that's what we want you gentlemen to do, to not be the bully, to, you know, emulate these gentlemen, your coaches who come here and help you. Because really that's what ends bullying. When you guys come in contact with a situation that deals with bullies, whether you yourself or you see somebody getting bullied, some of the actions that you could take are, you know, step up and say something. Say, look, I don't appreciate the way you're talking to me. I don't appreciate the way you're talking to him. You know what I mean? Like, that's being a man at this point. That's being an adult. And you gentlemen are all growing up to be nice young...
Excuse me. Guys, you really need to listen what the chief is saying, okay? It's about taking control back when somebody's bullying you. So please listen.
All right? Now let me have that piece of paper right here. Now let's say you bullied that piece of paper, right? And then I come here and I say, well, say you're sorry to the paper. Say sorry. He said he's sorry to the paper, right? He said he was sorry. But what do you see? Do you see all those marks? Do you see all those wrinkles? Do you see all those lines? Even though he said he was sorry to the piece of paper, all of what he did left a mark on that paper. And that's the same thing bullying does, guys. The same thing bullying does. If somebody uses hard words, nasty words, mean to somebody, leave them out, okay? And hit them, that all leaves marks on us. Now, it may not be marks we could see, but it's marks that we have inside us. That's what it does. So, I mean, you know, try to think about this piece of paper. this piece of paper got bullied, right? I told him to do it. I told him. But the fact is that even though he flattened it out again and apologized and said he was sorry, there's still marks. And the marks are always going to be on this paper, no matter what we do. All right? So, you know, this is what you have to do to try to stop whether you're being bullied or somebody else. First and foremost, I want to tell you, you need to tell somebody that you trust, an adult, one of your coaches, your parents, one of your friends even can help you out in a situation where you're getting bullied, gentlemen. Let it be somebody that you trust, that you go to. You know, adults are always good to go to. Again, these gentlemen give of their free time to come here and help you play a game that they love. And they're trying to impart the love of the game in you gentlemen here. That's really what they're trying to do. And they give their time. And there's something, a commodity in life, something that we only have a limited amount of. All right? Some people got all the money in the world. But guess what we all have that's equal on all of us? From the richest person in the world, Bill Gates, down to me, okay? That limited quantity that we have is time. And these gentlemen and these ladies give their time to you, and that's very, very precious, all right? So I just want to leave you with a thought of, if you ever see bullying, please speak up to a trusted adult. Certainly, by all means, do not be a bully. All right, because again, the marks that it leaves. And the one thing I want to leave you with, it's this little thing there. It's called, before you speak, think. Think, right? Is what you say, is it true? Right? Because I told you part of bullying is spreading rumors about somebody. Is it true what you're saying about somebody? Now, something might be true, but then the second one, H, is it helpful? Like if you point out to somebody that they're wearing maybe the shoes that aren't the coolest thing in the world, all right, or maybe they're second hand or something like that, and I grew up with a bigger brother, I never got anything new. Everything I got was already broken in because he broke it in for me, okay? So think about what you're going to say. Is it true? Is it helpful? The I is it inspiring? Think about your coaches. Do they inspire you to be a better player? Out on the field, right? I'm sure they do. They inspire you. They bring out the best in you young men. That's what their goal is. And the same thing when it comes to this thing with bullying. What you say to people, does it inspire in them to make them better, to make them greater, okay? And is it necessary? You know, just because something's true, all right, doesn't mean it has to be said. Sometimes things are best left unsaid. And the K, that's really the clincher. Is it kind? When we talk to people, are we kind? The words that we use, and we all know what kind words are, and we all know what unkind words are, because we've all heard them, all right? Gentlemen, I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for your attention. I'll turn you back to your coaches, and I wish you a very, very great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you, Chief.